So let's get start with amplitude modulation. We had seen these classifications earlier, so let's just give them some numbering so that it becomes easier later. So now we are going to start with AM and all these various things. In this video, we will look at the time domain equation of AM. So first, we have amplitude modulation. The definition of amplitude modulation is that amplitude of carrier is varied according to the message signal. So we have our modulator here. One input to the modulator is our message signal, and another input to the modulator is our high frequency carrier. Let's say it's AC cos 2 pi FCT, and the output of this modulator is nothing but S of t, which is going to be transmitted into free space. Now we need to know the equation of S of t, the time domain equation of S of t. We are now looking at time domain equation, which is nothing but which is given by S of t is equal to AC into 1 plus Ka m of t multiplied by cos 2 pi FCT. So this is your very important time domain equation. Now notice how initially the carrier was just AC into cos 2 pi FCT. After modulation, the carrier has become AC into 1 plus Ka m of t. Now the amplitude is actually dependent on our message signal. So our message signal is influencing the amplitude of the carrier. It is changing the amplitude of the carrier, where Ka is known as the amplitude sensitivity of the medium. So what will be the spectrum of this equation? That is, what will S of f look like? So if we just split this equation, if we open the bracket, we will have two things. One is AC cos 2 pi FCT, and the other thing is AC Ka m of t into cos 2 pi FCT. Now let us just assume that the spectrum of m of t, that is capital M of f, looks like a triangle. This is, let's say, capital M of f. Now S of f will roughly look something like this. Now due to this term, we had seen in the Fourier transform video that the Fourier transform of this thing will be an impulse of height AC by 2 and another impulse height AC by 2 at plus Fc and minus Fc respectively. Now the Fourier transform of this thing, the spectrum of this thing, will be the spectrum of m of t. Since it is multiplied by cos, it will be right shifted by Fc and left shifted by Fc. So initially the spectrum was at origin. Now it will be right shifted by Fc and left shifted by Fc. So this is how spectrum of this signal will look like. Since we've taken a triangular spectrum as our message spectrum, things might look a bit complicated, but now let's understand it in a better way by taking a simpler message signal. Now this is known as single tone modulation. We'll look at it now. For single tone modulation, we assume that the message signal consists of a single frequency. Let m of t be am cos 2 pi fmt. Now if we substitute this m of t in the equation of S of t, we get S of t equal to AC into 1 plus Ka am cos 2 pi fmt all multiplied by cos 2 pi fct. And if we open the brackets, we have AC into cos 2 pi fct plus, let's just write this Ka into am as a factor mu, which is known as the modulation index, cos 2 pi fmt multiplied by cos 2 pi fct. So this will be our equation. Now if we use the trigonometric identity cos a cos b, twice of cos a cos b is nothing but cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. If we use this trigonometric identity to simplify this, we will get this equation as s of t is equal to ac cos 2 pi fct will remain as it is. Now we are just going to multiply and divide by 2 and then split them. So we will get ac by ac mu by 2 into cos 2 pi. Since fc is a very high frequency, is the carrier, and our message frequency is low. So first we have fc plus fm to t, and another term ac mu by 2 cos of 2 pi fc minus fm into t. So this will be the simplified equation for single-tone modulation. Now why is it called single-tone modulation? Because our message frequency has only one single frequency fm. If you've seen the earlier example, we had a triangle which consisted of a range of frequencies from 0 to, let's say, fm. But now we have a single frequency fm. So now let's try and plot the spectrum S of f. How will the spectrum S of f look like? So let's just copy this equation onto the next page. So this is our time domain equation for single tone modulation. Now this thing right here is our carrier. This is the origin. Let's see. This is carrier, and this some another color. Now, what will be the Fourier transform of this part? AC cos 2 by fct will have a single impulse at plus fc and a single impulse at minus fc as well, with half the height, AC by 2, AC by 2. And what about this component? What will its Fourier transform be? So now we have a cos component again, but now we have it at fc plus fm. So we are going to have component at fc plus fm with the height AC mu by 2 in the time domain. So again by half it becomes AC mu by 4. And we have it in the left side as well at minus fc minus fm, height AC mu by 4. And the last thing, AC mu by 2 into cos 2 pi f into fc minus fm into t. Its frequency component will be in fc, will be at fc minus fm at an amplitude AC mu by 4 and at minus fc plus fm with the height AC mu by 4. So this was the spectrum S of f.